Joining us now is one of the more ardent fans with a name that you probably recognize, one Bill Fichtner, actor and Cheektowaga native, joining us now on the show. And look at this ugly Bills Christmas sweater he's got going here. This is fantastic.
Ugly is not the right word. Chris, please. No, let me tell you something. This is my 18-year-old who's a freshman in college. I just asked him, because he wears this just about every day. I'm like, can I borrow your sweater for this Zoom? He was like, yeah, but just for a little while, Dad.
That is spectacularly. That is spectacularly awful.
Yeah. I look at that thing. I do want to ask you, because we try to start this off whenever we have somebody taking the time to join us on the show. You and the family well here during the pandemic? Everybody good?
Yes, we are. Close to home. That's what we do. And, I'm back to work on this show, Mom, and tested 4 times a week, and, staying home. Just staying home, man, being safe.
That has been an industry hit hard by it, has it not?
Oh, just huge. I mean, and everybody wants to go back to work. People want movies and content and everything, but I don't know where it's all going to go because, movie theaters, they're not open right now.
Right.
Or on a very, very limited basis. So it's going through a big growing pain right now. No doubt about it.
Right.
Before we get into the Bills here, the character that you play on Mom, Adam Janikowski, I kind of find the character name I chuckle a little bit because I think we know about the healthy Polish population in Cheektowaga of all places, and it kind of struck me as funny, like here's a Buffalo native playing a guy with a Polish last name. Did you kind of chuckle at that too when you kind of first saw the script, or?
Well, that our showrunner is Nick Bakay, who's a Buffalo guy.
Right.
And, I've never asked him about that. I thought I'm just going to leave that one alone. But let's put it this way. I feel at home.
Yeah.
No doubt.
How at home do you feel now with the way these Bills are playing? You're wearing your Bills stuff proudly, I have to imagine, right about now.
Listen, we look forward to whether it's a Saturday, Sunday, or a Monday night. Listen, we all had the question at the beginning of the year, and we had high hopes for what we would be this year or could be, and hoping that all these pieces of the puzzle that are coming together, especially with, with the leadership, with Sean and his staff and everything. And you keep your fingers crossed. But as the season went on, I have to tell you, it's not like I'm waiting for where's the mistake going to come? It's more like, where's the next great play going to come from? And that's what it's turning into for all of us. I mean, you got to be blind not to watch this magic start to happen on the sidelines. And you see it in Josh's eyes. And it's a good feeling because I just feel like and you know what? I have to tell you also, too, I'm not in Buffalo, obviously. I'm out here in Southern California. So I'm not getting, mostly Bills coverage. I'm getting the NFL in general, a little bit more tilted to the Rams and the Chargers. So I'm watching everything. I'm watching NFL Network and the shows and that. And it still feels like we're just a little bit under the radar. There's bigger stories that are always leading the way. And I kind of like it. It's not that people aren't talking about the Bills, but we're just really catching up with that game in San Fran was big. The game against Pittsburgh was huge. And all of a sudden the word elite in the AFC started to be part of the narrative. And we've known that and we've seen it coming. And I love it that other people are.
I think one of the great things about this is that, particularly Bills fans can be really excited about how big an accomplishment the National Football League has done in just getting all of these games in. Certainly the schedule hasn't been fair. It's been shuffled around, but they haven't missed a game yet. And, man, what a relief in a year where the Bills are playing so well not to have stuff go haywire, completely off the rails in a season that could have been lost. It's the one where it looks like the Bills finally found themselves.
Oh, that is so true. I mean, it is amazing. And it's not like the NFL is giving people a free pass. Hey, just don't tell us about those 8 positive tests you got. You got tests, people are going away. We felt it. Everybody has, except for maybe Seattle. A couple of weeks ago, they hadn't popped a positive test all year. But teams have game plans in place. It's making a difference. They're trying to keep it safe. But you're right. I mean, I can't believe we're coming up to week 16 right now, and they got all the games in. It's just amazing, and it's great for us, obviously. I also read this morning that Governor Cuomo's considering a plan of 6,700 potential fans that could be at the game. So of course, my sons are like, "We're going, right?" And I'm like, "Well, slow down." I don't know if that's happening, but I mean, that would just be an amazing thing for the fans of Buffalo. And but hey, listen, whether we're there or not, I really don't get the sense for Bills fans that we're, it's taking anything away from us. To sit down, to turn on that TV, and to watch our team play has just been thrilling this year. Just thrilling.
Mike, something that we've talked about on the show a lot, Bill, is all of the scar tissue that Bills fans carry around with them from all the disappointment for the better part of the last 20 years. And it's been a task for a lot of the fans to finally let their guard down and enjoy this team, knowing, hey, this is a damn good team that they have this year. So my question to you is, when did your scar tissue kind of break up a little bit? What game was it that sold you like, you know what, I don't think this team's going to disappoint us this year. This team's good. When did you get there? When did you get to that point?
There's been a few moments along the way, and I'll tell you the first moment that I had. I mean, we started off the season. We had the Jets right off the bat. We kind of figured, we felt real confident about winning that game. My son was having such a meltdown in that Rams game when they took the lead with a couple of minutes to go, and I looked at my boy and I said, listen, if this team is as good as we think we are and Josh is ready to step to the plate, well, here's the moment. Here's the moment right now.
Right.
And we won that game. That was a biggie for me. Also, too, here we go. I love you got the clip playing. I'm not even looking at you guys anymore. I'm just going to watch this. There we go. Boom. That's it. But I will tell you this. The other one was, the Seattle game. The Seattle game was huge. I mean, everybody was talking Seahawks, and the Seahawks are good. Russell Wilson's great, no doubt about it. But they went to Buffalo and were like, whoa, okay, we got a team we got to deal with. After that game, as far as the Cardinals game go, listen, there's one great fluke play. Not that Hopkins wasn't great and taller than everybody else and to grab that ball, but come on. It's a little bit of a fluke play. You got it. Congratulations to you. Otherwise, we're on a 7-8 in a row. So after that, and then coming up with these games, it's a building thing throughout the season. But those were real clear moments. The one thing I also want to say about the scar tissue of a Buffalo Bills fan, let me tell you this, and I've said this 100 times in my life. People go, oh, yeah, you lost those 4 Super Bowls. Man, are you still a fan? I'm like, what's wrong with you? What do you mean, am I a fan? Do you think that goes away because we don't win one game? If you were a Bills fan back in the 90s, you didn't win the Super Bowl. But guess what? You want your team to go to the playoffs? Oh, we did that a lot. You want them to win playoff games? We did that too. We did so many things. Did we lose 4 games? Sure. But I look back on those times and I think, I got more of a smile than a depressed look on my face. I got a lot of joy out of those years. We had a great team. We didn't win the final one, but we're going to win it soon. So I'm okay.
Yeah, I did an interview last night for NFL Films, and they asked the question that a lot of guys on my team, on that team that you're talking about, get asked. Would you have traded those 4 losses for 1 win? Like, meaning if you'd have gone to the Super Bowl once, won it, and then not gone back. And I got to say no. That's too much about the relationships for me, because the other 3 teams that went to the Super Bowl, whichever one you pick, the guys that went to those other 3 Super Bowls, not getting to go and getting to experience that with them is a loss for me. And it was worth the ride, even if we didn't win one of those 4. Going to the 4 of them, it was 4 different rides with 4 different teams that were, there's a core of guys that were the same. But it's about the relationships and the fun and the city and the whole era. Instead, it wasn't just, and I've said that to these people, and I'll ask you about that now. I've said feels, yeah, certainly it's a great season. It's a fun, magical season that we're experiencing right now, but it has the real feel of a beginning of an era, not just a magical season. Do you agree with that?
100%. You know, I said this the other night. My nephews and my sons after the game just a couple of days ago, they were like, "Call WGR right now." So, so I called in, and I was on the air talking to the guys, and I said that you know, we're so excited right now, and you know, let me say this also too. You know, my wife said to me after the game the other day, she's from Massachusetts, Patriots fan. It's okay. It's all right. She has to watch it in the smaller TV. But let me say this much, that she looked at all of us the other day and she said, I just can't imagine another quarterback that's more built for Buffalo than Josh Allen. He just feels like he's that guy at this time right now. And I do agree with that, and I really believe in that. But what I said on the air the other day was, you know, the one thing that I thought was most inspiring of just about anything I've seen this year, and I really mean this, it was that clip, that 30-second clip of the snowball fight out in front of the training facility. Because I thought, look at these guys right here. They're having fun with each other. Most of these guys are not from this area. They probably don't know snow, but they're loving it. And it's because of what's happening to a team right now. And that's how you win games. And they're believing. You know, you don't see these guys walking on the sideline. An interception happens, or a fumble, or a play that didn't go their way, going on the sidelines and shaking their heads. No. You see guys walk up to each other and go, my bad, whatever. But, you know, it ends with a smile, and it's like, we're going back out there in a few minutes. So we'll get it.
Yeah. You'll probably even like it even more to know that it was Terry Pagula that was shooting the video of that snowball fight. He had his phone out.
I did not know that.
He was at practice, and he was filming. I know it's probably amateur cinematography from where you sit, but yes, it was the owner actually filming the snowball.
You could tell those guys were all from the south. None of them knew how to pack a snowball. They were just
terrible.
They were scooping.
It was terrible.
I was like, come on, guys.
I know. Clearly not from Cheektowaga.
Exactly.
Right.
There was no malicious intent with any of those throws. They're clearly not from the neighborhood.
The burning question I have for you, Bill, is, you know, now you and Nick have the opportunity to kind of puff your chest out a little bit when you're on set. I mean, I don't know how much water cooler talk about sports goes on the set, but if it comes up, I have to believe that you're walking about a few inches taller these days on set, are you not?
Well, absolutely. The director, his name is Jamie Widows. He actually plays the head of the fraternity in Animal House.
Okay.
He was an actor and is a director now. He directs all of our episodes, and he's a Pittsburgh guy. So we had the game the other night, and I haven't texted him yet because I just figured I'd let him live off his Monday night loss. But
let him stew.
I went into work on Monday after that Pittsburgh game, and I wore a Pittsburgh jersey. I wore it for him just to keep him calm and everything. And then he was like, you know, boy, that's really sweet of you, Bill. And then I took it off and had a Bill shirt underneath.
There we go.
So I'm doing it subtly, but I'm letting everybody know. You know, listen, it's also too, you know, it's a bit of a Buffalo thing. You know, I got to say this. I like Rex Ryan. And when Rex was in Buffalo, the only thing that really kind of bothered me a little bit, Rex is a big guy. He likes to, you know, he likes to brag a little bit. I got to tell you, it's not really a Buffalo thing. You know, we don't really put the cart before the horse. You know, we like to earn our stuff. And so, you know, I'm not really like running around of like, we're great and you're not. I'm just sitting low, enjoying the moment, watching it happen. And, you know, there'll come a time when I'm going to jump up, and I jump up and down every Sunday or Saturday or whenever they're playing. But I just like to sit back and just feel more confident every day about what's happening. So Nick and I see each other at work and we're like, okay, let's go to the next week. Yeah, it's a good feeling.
So what are your thoughts on the last two games of the regular season? If they need this game to clinch the number 2 seed for good, obviously they're going to play guys and go hard. But even if they don't, even if everything falls their way and they clinch the 2 seed somehow, some way this weekend without playing before they play or whatever, what are your thoughts on resting players or keeping your foot on the gas or, taking a chance on getting somebody that's near and dear to us hurt?
Well, there's always that. And we have to be careful of that. I mean, even at the end of the Denver game the other day, a couple of our defensive guys went down like one play after another. And I'm like, White was on the ground. I'm like, and then he walked off, thank God. But Sean's going to, I have all faith in Sean McDermott to know, where to go with this. But I will say this, if we need the game, then we should go and get the game. Is there something special about beating New England on a Monday night in New England? You bet there is, especially for a Bills fan. I think the journey is beyond this regular season right now. That's what the focus is. So we got to do whatever it is that helps support that. I will tell you this much, I've been saying to a lot of people, and I'm not talking smack here, I'm just talking truth, my own truth. I have looked forward to that final game of the season on January 3rd, because Tua is potentially a really great quarterback in this league. And he played at Alabama and he plays in Miami, but he hasn't played in Orchard Park on January 3rd.
Good point.
It's a bit of a different ball game.
It's a good point.
And if there's meaning in that game, listen, if there's meaning for both of those games and the Bills need to go out and the coaching staff decides, Sean decides we need to win these 2 games, I have no doubt we're going to win those 2 games. I really feel that way.
Bill, last one I have for you, and we're short on time, so I'll make it quick. Knowing your acting chops, I was curious to get your best Siskel and Ebert review on Steve Tasker's performance in the hype video after the victory. Have you seen it, where he said it might be chilly in Buffalo in January? Did you see the hype video or no?
No, I did not.
Oh, my God.
See it.
Guys, can we play this for Bill?
Somebody's got to say that, send it to me or play it.
Hold on. We're going to play it for you right now.
Oh, it's a 2-minute video. We don't have time for this.
Yes, we do. We got time for this. I need the
we
actor's opinion on this.
All right.
Here we go.
Ring it up.
Steve, we got to see it.
Amy Fairburn ready to go after the timeout. It is a 28-yarder for the win. The kick is on the way. It is up. It is good. And the Houston Texans knock the Bills out of the playoffs and the Bills season.
Trust me, I get it. There's a lot of pain in going home empty-handed.
I won't be over this until we start playing again.
But the kind of pain that eats at you just makes us hungrier.
But I promise you, our guys are hungry and we'll be back.
And we'll never stop fighting. Winners know how to turn that pain into growth.
And late last night, things heated up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Buffalo Bills, ending with Stephon Diggs being traded to Buffalo.
Stephon Diggs is putting on a clinic now. Stephon Diggs makes a catch. They can't be stopped.
This isn't the same old Bills, man. We're not going to let anybody on the outside tell us who we are.
Come on, what you going to do? Who you going to be?
Yeah.
Who you going to be? Who you going to be? Who you going to be?
Got Tyler Croft open. Touchdown! Touchdown! Unbelievable.
Kidding me?
They want to talk about our blue collars and our rust belts. We'll just keep faking guys out of their shoes.
Oh, gosh, ankles, socks, and shoes.
Go ahead. Keep calling us underdogs while we unleash our quarterback.
Josh Allen's been incredible. It's a thing. It's becoming a superstar thing.
Finding a way.
Tell us we can't stop the best, that we won't meet the moment, and we will find a way.
He lost the ball. Buffalo takes over. Down the middle, picked up by Jordan Poyer in the end zone. Intercepted by Terry Johnson in midfield. Running down the right sideline. He's going to score.
This year, there's no in the hunt, backing in, settling. No, we're not showing up to the playoffs on a guest pass. We're writing our own ticket.
Easiest way to playoffs is winning your division. That's our mindset. That's our goal.
So we'll see you in Buffalo in January. Be ready. It might be chilly.
How about that, Bill? What do you think? What's your Siskel and Ebert on that? Are you ready to run through a wall?
Hold on. And the Oscar goes to, all right, there we go.
There you go.
That was fantastic, Steve.
Yeah, they did a
You
nice
like
job.
the cigar and everything there? What do you think?
Come on. It was like somewhere between The Godfather and North Tonawanda. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I don't want to audition against you. I'm telling you that right now.
They get Michelle Girardi Zumwalt did that. They had they got the we're a content factory over here, so it turned out very well. People love it.
They got T-shirts already, Bill.
They started making T-shirts because of it, so it's fun. It's going on.
Come on, I want one. Save one for me.
Yeah, we got you. There's a picture of the T-shirts.
Yeah.
Come on, I got to get one.
There's also some long sleeve ones and all of that too. So it's
they're out the door at the Bill store up the street here on Abbott Road. So
it's a lot of fun. So you didn't see that. You got to go to You got to go to BuffaloBills.com. It's
you'll be able to pull it up there in the video.
I just can't wait to get back home.
Yeah.
When are you planning on coming back here at all? What's your schedule allow?
Right now with the show that I do at Warner Brothers, we're not allowed to fly domestically. So, unless I'm going to get in a car and take a drive and turn around and drive back, it's not happening. So
not for the foreseeable future. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're like us.
The season ends for Mom at the end of March, and then this is the longest stretch I think I've had in my entire life without being back to Buffalo.
Yeah, it's the same here with us being in professional sports and you being in the entertainment industry. We're way down the list between first responders, firefighters, and all of that stuff, all the way down the list. So somewhere around the 350 million people mark is where we fall in line for the vaccine if we want to get it, right? So.
Yeah, I'll see you in line.
Exactly.
All right, Bill, thanks for all the time. We
Great
appreciate
seeing you,
your Siskel and Ebert review of Steve. That was good, and we look forward to seeing you on Mom there and making us laugh. So say hi to Nick for us, too, and have a Merry Christmas.
Hey, happy holidays, Chris. Happy holidays, Steve. Take care, gentlemen.
All right, good to be with you. Thanks, and stay safe out there. That's
Thank
Bill
you.
Fichtner.